And we bring in head coach Tom Collen after this defeat. Coach, from the beginning, Texas A&M was hitting everything. Arkansas, for whatever reason, the shots weren't going down. I asked Callie this, but I'll ask you the same thing. Was that more a product of them shooting well from the field or not just being able to get up in their faces with the jump shots?
Well, I think it was both of those things. I think they were obviously prepared for us to play zone because they put an additional three-point player on the floor and didn't start their 4 players. So, I think they were ready for that. To their credit, they were very relaxed at the beginning, very methodical in getting to open shots. And the open shots they got to, it seemed like in the first 8-10 minutes of the game, they knocked down every shot that they took. That's the way it felt anyway. So, once again, you get down like that and you look up at the scoreboard and, you start panicking a little bit, feeling sorry for yourself, thinking, you can't score. I thought we battled back, for a while, for moments, but clearly we just gave up too much at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're playing catch-up the whole time, and you did it against LSU, but could it have just been wearing on you a little bit, playing from behind this whole time? I mean, mentally, that's pretty taxing.
Well, it wears on anybody, yeah. I think playing behind, I think especially playing in front of this crowd, they didn't give us the luxury of we didn't make enough of a run at them for him to get mad to take people off the floor. So he just rolled with those kids, and they're pretty good players. So, it's like I was telling our kids later in the second half. It's once you get rolling, and we've felt this before. We've had games like this where we get rolling, and now we think every shot we take is going to go in, and that's where they hit. And we can't think every shot that we're going to take we're going to miss because we're down 20. But that's the mindset, and that's the mind does that does that to you, and you've got to learn to grow through that. And, go out there and play with confidence and just kind of see it through.
Can this be a good learning experience for such a young team? You come in, and this kind of happened against South Carolina. Again, they're the best team in the SEC, but against Texas A&M, a tough team to beat on the road, that's for sure. And they came in, and you get to experience this, and hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Well, it's got to be a learning experience. I mean, we shot 25% from the field. As bad as we've shot, I don't think we've shot that bad all year. It's interesting because I think at some level we executed our game plan offensively. In the first half, really we wanted to get Jess down on the low block where we thought she could score on a small. We wanted to get Jazz popping to the outside where she needed to hit a 15-footer. And Jess couldn't score on the low block and Jazz couldn't hit a 15-footer. So it was kind of like, okay, now what part of the game plan? So I stuck with them. I kept saying, I'm going to leave you in here until you make these shots. And they didn't do it, So hopefully that part will be a learning experience. If we play against a team, they do that again, they understand that it's really a mindset, and they can't let themselves get rolling in the wrong direction in an SEC game.
Right, exactly. And last thing for you here, Coach, what is the message heading into this game against Missouri? It's it's Sunday. It's a couple of days away, not too much time to get ready, but it's senior day, and Kara Peak has meant a lot to this program.
Well, I think there's a lot of pride going on right there. She's our only senior, so we certainly want to honor her, and we want her to have a great game. She actually kind of kept us in the game a little bit early. Jump start, she was the only one scoring for us. So we want that for her. But I think really for the program, I think what we need to be able to do is prove that we can bounce back. I haven't seen the other scores tonight, but clearly we're playing for seeding. We're probably going to end up playing on that first day, but I'd like to get a better seed. Maybe if a couple teams lost today that we weren't supposed to, we could get out of there. But clearly we want to own the tiebreaker over Missouri. And if we get into a seed tie, that we can bounce up and maybe not have to play on that first day. So there's a lot of significance left for us. I think probably getting in the NCAA tournament is a long shot now because I think we'd have to win the NCAA tournament or win the SEC tournament to get into the NCAA. But if that's our next challenge and that's where we got to get, then that's the challenge that we're going to talk about because that's where we're at right now.
Hopefully we get there, Coach. Thanks so much for the time and appreciate it.
All right, thank you.